Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. This is kind of an odd area to be filming. I'm currently in the bathroom and I'm in a hotel. That's why I can't find a good place to film. This was legit the best place to film with in terms of lighting. I don't know if the sound's any good because I'm in a bathroom. I feel like it's echoey, but I have the door open, so I'm hoping that helps. But anyways, it's been a long time since I filmed one of these videos, and I think the last time I did it was actually for my vlog channel. This is actually what I'm going to call a travel vlog. Traditionally, if you watched my last travel series on this channel, it was the European series in Germany, France, and Greece, where I basically just vlogged and I just did snippets, and it was just kind of like a long, it was just kind of like a really long vlog over the course of a few days. I thought I would try something different. I would go back to the way I used to do them because I just find these a little easier to film, where I would sit in the hotel after everything is said and done and just kind of recap the last couple days, whatever portion of time I'm talking about. Okay, so I'm currently in Japan. I'm actually in Sapporo, Hokkaido at the moment. I'm gonna do this in 3 parts. I did think about just doing them in 2, but I talked to Tobias about it and he thinks it makes more sense to split them into 3 parts instead. So essentially we got to Japan and we spent like a day around Tokyo, and we came to Sapporo, which is where I am now, and then we're gonna go back to Tokyo. I was just gonna do like one half, second half, but I'm gonna split it up to 3. So this is the first part. It's going to be really short except for that unnecessarily long introduction that I just went through. So we actually left for Japan on a Friday night. Really, our flight was on a Saturday morning. I think it was like 12:45 a.m. But essentially it's like Friday night, which was kind of stressful in a way because it meant that I had to make sure everything was packed and ready to go during the week. I was still working, like I was still at work on Friday. So after work, got home, made sure I packed everything, and then jetted off to the airport. I'll tell you, I was so sleepy. Even though I don't go to sleep till about midnight, 1 sometimes. I mean, if you watch my Once Upon a December series, then you'll know that I tend to stay up pretty late. So I was surprised how tired I was at the airport. I legit kept wanting to fall asleep, but I knew that I couldn't because this was an overnight flight. So I needed to make sure that if I was going to sleep anywhere, it better be on the plane, because by the time I got to Japan, it was going to be morning and I needed to have the energy to get through the day. I did manage to sleep a few hours on the plane, so it wasn't all so bad. We landed in Narita Airport, which is always, it's probably one of my least favorite airports. I feel like it's really hectic and confusing. I much prefer so many other airports in the world. I actually prefer Haneda Airport. I think it's just so much more calm and streamlined and easy to follow. Narita just stresses me out. But we went there, we got our SIM cards because, you know, I need internet no matter where I am. I just really need internet. And we decided actually to stay at a place called Shinagawa because it was a little bit closer to Haneda, which was where we'd be taking off for the next flight. But also, we never stayed down in the southern areas of Tokyo before, so I thought it would be a good change of pace. And I did my research. I thought Shinagawa would be a really great place to stay. Unfortunately, the part that I didn't like this is something that people might like, I personally didn't like it. Shinagawa I found to be quite westernized in comparison to the rest of what I've seen in Tokyo. So we stayed, I think KQX Shinagawa Hotel. It's kind of like opposite the train station. Beautiful hotel, wonderful service, love that hotel. Literally a TGIF downstairs from where we are. And when we walked out, it was just like pub, Macca's, American food. Like, it was very westernized, and that's just not what I prefer at all when I come to Japan. When I come to Japan, I want Japanese food. So it was a little bit of a trek, but we eventually found a hotel, settled in. I think we couldn't check in till later, so we decided to head off for lunch. We found this really great stretch of ramen restaurants just kind of to the side of the Shinagawa station. Unfortunately, I got food poisoning from that, so that wasn't a great experience, but you know, I recovered, it's okay. And to be fair, we didn't really do much. There was a few things I wanted to do. I really wanted to buy some gloves, I wanted to buy a scarf, I wanted to buy a hat, I wanted to buy some boots, like winter boots, because I knew that going to Sapporo would be really cold. Couldn't do any of that in Shinagawa. There really wasn't a lot of shopping, and unfortunately the day we were there it was raining a lot as well. So it wasn't a big deal. We ended up just crashing in the hotel, just chilling out, and decided to get dinner at the local konbini, which was the 7-Eleven. I love the food at the konbinis. I think Family Mart is probably my favorite, or it ties pretty closely with 7-Eleven, but I'll go to a Lawson, I'll go to a bunch of other places if I have to, but those are probably my favorite. I love having dinner there. Not there obviously, but like buying back a bunch of like foods and snacks and just eating them in the hotel, like I loved it. So that was our first dinner. I would say it was one of my favorite dinners. I loved it so much. And that's what kind of makes Japan really special to me, because I couldn't do that in Australia. I couldn't go down to my local 7-Eleven and get like a bunch of really delicious Japanese food. Will admit that the first night I slept so well. I was exhausted, so I had really great sleep, and then we woke up the next morning. Breakfast was included as part of the hotel, so we headed downstairs. Oh my goodness, breakfast was amazing. We were surrounded by like Shinagawa is still in the city essentially. It isn't really like out in the sticks or anything like that, but they set it up where surrounding the breakfast buffet restaurant area, it was like really beautiful stones, some waterfalls, not waterfalls, like but water features, beautiful autumn trees. Oh my goodness, it was so peaceful and so nice. So I highly recommend that hotel. It was very affordable despite feeling like it was quite fancy at the same time. Yeah. Then after breakfast we basically packed up and then headed over to Haneda Airport for our flight to Sapporo, which is where I am now. So at the end of this part of the trip, I'm going to do a recap of what Sapporo was like. I'll probably do it once I hit Tokyo, because that's the next destination after Sapporo. And that is pretty much the entire vlog. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it was like really short. There really wasn't much to talk about, but I just felt that if I included this part in with Sapporo, then it just kind of muddies it up a little bit. I kind of wanted the Sapporo vlog to just be about Sapporo. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from Sapporo. Back to you, internet.